What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Through the Mail Thursday. So today we have one from Frank Lewis. Frank Lewis played on the Steelers for a little bit there. And I'll be honest, I don't know too much about Frank Lewis. I mean, I could look him up and I could give you all kinds of facts and lie, my way through it. But I just know Frank Lewis was on a really good Steelers team. I believe he also won a Super Bowl as well. He signed this. Me 100% honest, I did not add neither one of these two guys to my list to tell me how long for. Actually, I can tell you. Hold on. So I sent on the 28th of last month. So 28th. Let's see here. 28th. Let's see. 28th. 29th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 days. So 10 days was this, and that's pretty freaking awesome. So, in both of these, 10 days. So, Frank Lewis, like I said, I don't know too much about him. I just know he was wide receiver for the Steelers, and I had the card, and he signed through TTM. So I sent to him. Now, this next guy, Andy Russell. This guy was super cool. So if you see here, his rookie year, 1963, he had 3 yards, 6 yards, no touchdowns. But then you see here 64-65 in military service. So he went into the military right after his rookie year, and it was like part of an ROTC commitment that he had to do. So he went to Germany for 2 years and did work in Germany. So I believe he also wrote a book. Now, I wrote my lovely letter to him, and he responded to a couple questions here because I had a little bit of questions for him. I didn't write too much. I didn't really, I didn't know too much about the guy other than that. Yeah. So, here. I asked him what was his most memorable moment of his career. He said winning 2 Super Bowls, one against the Vikings, one against the Cowboys, and they won them both. And then I asked him, who did you enjoy playing against? He said individual toughest player to tackle was Jim Brown, which is awesome because in my opinion he's like probably arguably number 2 or number 3 best running back. I'm going to tell you right now, hands down, best running back of all time is going to be Barry Sanders. But Jim Brown was definitely one of the best. Walter Payton was one of the best. And then there's that other guy who thinks he's like the best, but he's really not. And then he said team, it was the Oakland Raiders and Dallas Cowboys. Both were very tough teams. And this is over. So he actually wrote me this nice note here to tell me a little bit more about him because I did not know. Like I wrote to him and I said I started collecting signed football cards through the mail, and I'm trying to get as many of my 76 football cards signed. That obviously told him I didn't really know much about him. So I am very thankful that he actually went ahead and wrote this all out to me. So he says, hi Joseph, go Steelers. Yes, 6 Super Bowls for each one of these. Andy Russell, number 34, that was his number. He was the Steelers captain for 10 years. I remember reading that. MVP in 71. Team defensive MVP 68 through 70. 7-time Pro Bowls. Part of the NFL record, 24 Super Bowls. Lambert, Ham, and Russell, which is himself, of course, all had the Pro Bowls. And of course, he said, I told those stars, these two, that I might have gotten a couple more if I didn't sign 2 years or spend, I'm sorry, spend 2 years as an Army lieutenant in Germany from 64 to 65. My rookie year was 63 and made the NFL rookie team. Go Steelers. Now, I just want to point this out, kids. This is what's called cursive. Okay? This is cursive. So, ask a teacher. They may know about it. It's a forgotten art. It's a lost art that needs to come back. So, but yeah, with that though, he did write this beautiful letter here. Tell me a little bit more about him, which I actually really and thoroughly enjoyed getting back, which was pretty awesome. So, 2 Steelers, both of them were teammates, in the on the same team, 63 or 76. So that's awesome to me. The letter was awesome. The signatures. God, let me tell you, man, the signatures compared to signatures you see today, beautiful signature. The signatures you see today are not as good anymore. There's like, why do you get signatures? You know what I mean? But I think if you send TTMs, you get better signatures. Blake Snell, for example, he has a really nice signature outside of when he signs all those cards, and you get him in those boxes. But anyways, thank you, Mr. Andy Russell and Mr. Frank Lewis and Mr. Andy Russell. I very much appreciate you sending me this letter. That was awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed, man. That's my Steelers TTM right there.